goals I got for 2021. Alright, damn, I'm trying to, everybody goes, go up to another notch. I done touch base with like the family shit. Now I'm trying to help the community. Now I'm trying to get places like this about little daycares and just anything to generate money and make the community better and shit. Now I got a lot of friends. Now my auntie next in line. Now you see what I'm saying? And then my friends, and and I got kids now. You see what I'm saying? So it never stopped. Like the giving it and help you, it don't stop. You just gotta keep getting more money. As long as you got money, it ain't gonna be no problem. You see what I'm saying? I just gotta keep having money.
A rapper who is among those who were shot and killed in a gun battle in downtown Atlanta.
A total of 6 people were shot, 3 have died. One of them, a rapper Davon Bennett, who goes by the stage name King Von.
The streets of Southside Chicago has been riddled with violence for quite some time now. Throughout all that violence, though, there were diamonds in the rough with immense amount of talent in hip-hop, specifically in a location now known to the world as O Block. The people living there might have known of O Block for quite some time, but the world didn't until Chief Keef, Lil Durk, Fredo Santana, Lil Reese, and many more started to blow up. And as time went on, more and more artists started blowing up from that area, and Chicago finally once again became a big staple in hip-hop. And just recently, an artist by the name of King Von has started to blow up from that exact area. Through his unique flows and his insane street storytelling abilities, he was just another superstar from O Block, ready to take off. King Von was born Davon Bennett on August 9th, 1994, and he was born on Parkway Gardens, also known as O Block, located specifically on the 64th Street on King Drive in the south side of Chicago. He was raised in a broken home with divorced parents. He never saw his mom and biological father together. His father ended up serving time in prison, and when he got out is when he officially met his father, but he was only roughly 8 years old, so he doesn't really remember it. Then a couple months later after meeting him, his father was killed. Despite that, King Von ended up getting good grades in school, whether it was through elementary and through middle school. However, around middle school is when King Von says he started getting involved in the street life, because when he got out of school, he was bored and decided to explore the streets with his friends. And around middle school is when he officially met Lil Durk, and they started to hang out as close friends.
Don't nobody really know when they started being bad. That shit was really regular. You see what I'm saying? Like, I don't know. I just woke up one day, I was bad as hell. I don't know what the fuck happened. I was just getting good A's and B's. I don't know what. Ooh, you see what I'm saying? School over here with the nice teaching and nice people, all that. All right, so now I'm going off day from that. Since they nice and being, productive and all, I'm doing my work, I'm in school. But now I'm out of school with the people that ain't doing shit, but on the streets, all they know is being loud, mean, bad, selling drugs, doing this, doing that. So now I'm around them, and now I'm, my environment shit, I'm adapted to that shit.
As time went on, while being out in the streets, King Von said that he never joined a gang. Instead, he was forced to be in a gang, which would end up being the BD's Black Disciples. And the reason why he says he was forced to be in the gang is because of the environment he grew up in. If you weren't associated with a gang, you would end up getting beat up every single day and robbed. So you had to be associated with the gang for protection and just for peace of mind.
No, I ain't joining one. It's just like, since I'm over here, you see what I'm saying? You is where you at. Like if you would have been born where I'm at, you would have had to be gangbang. Just because that's what it is. Or you ain't going outside.
And with that lifestyle, obviously came trouble. And the first time King Von got arrested was when he was a young teenager. He got put into juvenile for allegedly armed robbery of a vehicle, and since he was so young, they gave him the option of boot camp. He took that immediately and got out pretty quickly. While his friend Lil Durk was rising in the music scene and becoming a star, he would end up getting into more trouble. And on November 21st, 2012, King Von was arrested and booked in Cook County Jail for unlawful possession of a firearm. And at this point, King Von says he dropped out of high school, which would be his junior year in high school. And without being in school, he devoted himself to the streets fully. And by the time he hit 19, he caught a huge case that potentially could have gave him life in prison at the age of 19. This was a shooting that occurred on May 29th in 2014. Then on July 24th, 2014, he got booked and charged with first-degree murder and 2 counts of attempted murder. King Von ended up spending 3.5 years trying to fight this case, and while being in prison, he didn't waste any time being in there. He ended up getting his GED, and on top of that, he ended up writing his own music for the first time ever because he was planning on beating this case, getting out, and focusing on music like Lil Durk had told him to.
And then they charged me, the case I just got out for first degree murder and 2 attempt murders. They charged me with that shit. I'll beat that. I'll get to that shit.
While in prison too, he ended up getting a cell room with an 80-year-old man, and he would end up taking care of him throughout his whole prison bid. He would push him in his wheelchair. He would remind him to take out his dentures when he went to sleep. And of course, this old guy ended up calling him grandson, and he also got the name grandson because of how he was carrying himself in prison. He was showing respect. He was showing he was a leader in the BD thing.
It be old men like they put you in the cell with like 7. They put me in the cell like that was that I gotta help him I gotta push him in the wheelchair. They put me in there with a nigga that nah, for real, like I'm in a cell with a nigga that's 80. I gotta take him to lunch. I'm in a joint. I don't even know this man, but he in my cell. I gotta take this man because you gonna leave this old man there. He's stinking, he loud, he got his dentures in, he be chewing his dentures. He supposed to take him out when he go to sleep, so I'm school, take your dentures out, man. I'm in jail when he sounds saying, but I'm his grandson. Cause
so you dangerous, but you got a hell of a heart.
Man, you know you gotta that shit though, man. You gotta look out for your people, man. You gotta look out for your people or look out for you. You see what I'm saying?
After 3.5 years, he finally beat the case due to lack of evidence towards him. He finally got out, and at this point, he was 23 years old. And with all this time passed, he saw that his close friend, Lil Durk, was a superstar in hip-hop, and he decided that he needed to do something to get income that was legal, so he wanted to get into music. And Lil Durk encouraged that. He flew him out to Atlanta where he could focus solely on the music, and this is when he started officially recording music. It was towards mid-2018.
I've been with him his whole journey in jail. Mm-hmm. And I ain't gonna lie, like, he ain't never say nothing about rapping.
How'd y'all meet?
We grew up together. So then when he got out, he just tried rapping. And like his first song just like went super crazy.
Big shout out to Swagbucks for sponsoring today's video. If you don't know, Swagbucks is an easy way to earn cash and gift cards by simply doing surveys, watching videos, playing games. I did quite a few of these and they were very quick and earned me quite a bit of cash. They can be used in all kinds of places like Amazon, Walmart, Target, Starbucks, so on and so forth. And that's really needed during the holidays. And since they're sponsoring this video, they're giving you guys $5 bonus if you sign up with the link in the description below. Use that link and you'll get a $5 bonus when you do your first survey. So go ahead and check it out. Swagbucks, link is in the description below. Thank you for watching. Let's continue the video.
I'm gonna get a hit with you.
And one of the first tracks he released was with his homie THF Zoo called Beat That Body. And the reception for that track was great, so he kept recording music in Durk's house, and Durk taught him how to write tracks, and eventually he came up with the track Crazy Story. And when he released this track in December of 2018, everyone was going crazy at the crazy storytelling ability of this track, and it was something completely different with multiple flows.
You made Crazy